doing last looks around the campsite, make sure we didn't forget anything, and then we're off. And I'll be following Papa, following right behind the Airstream the whole time. It's our new mode of travel, and it's fun, it's good. I like the idea of being together.
You sprinkler.
Sprinkler?
Yeah.
Are you scared?
Yeah.
You want to run through it?
No.
How about your alligator runs through it?
Go.
Yeah.
Go. my alligator didn't go that much fast.
Yeah, he didn't go very far. Is it nice not having to deal with a sewer?
It's so nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I still use this hose for the gray water, but it's nice knowing that there's never any poop in it anymore. Also, the amount of water that we save with a composting toilet is huge. Not having to fill up the tank, the gray tank, just to flush the black tank is a huge win. It saves a lot of time.
And water. I'm happy too, and I was the one who resisted to the composting toilet. I'm so glad we did it. I think it's such an upgrade to the Airstream, and it makes life, whoa, here's a sprinkler. And it makes life so much easier. And it's funny, the kids think it's so much fun figuring out, figuring out how to use it, so it's an incentive for them to go potty. And Maple entered the house in Tucson in diapers and left the house in Tucson potty trained. So that's really exciting. The last 2 days have been Maple's first 2 days in the Airstream while being potty trained. We're just packing up from the Cove RV Resort in Blythe, California. I got Papa sandwich. Gonna put it in the front seat of the van. And now we're gonna head just as far as we can west, or maybe we'll stop at Joshua Tree. It's only an hour and 15 minutes away, so it'd be better if we went further. But we're just gonna see how it goes because, you know, the van went into limp mode yesterday, and also the kids are kind of cranky right now, but hopefully they'll just fall asleep. So off to the next stop. We're just getting closer and closer. And Micah was just saying how this stop here was pretty much the perfect situation. We had such a nice family walk after dinner. We had a nice grassy spot. The spot next to us had a sprinkler. It was just so nice being here. We just loved it. So we're feeling really good about being back on the road. It's a comfortable life to be living during a pandemic, as long as we follow certain protocols. And it seems to be working so far. I mean, this is only day 3, but but we're feeling really good about it right now. This is interesting. We just pulled out of the Cove RV Resort back there. This is the road to it. And here's the California border right here. It's literally right on the border. What do you see over there? What do you see?
Mom, look how high the mountain is.
It's so awesome. We're on the Pacific Coast Highway. We just saw the beach. We got to the ocean and it feels so good. I'm so excited.
Where are we?
We're at the beach right in front of the RV park. We can see our Airstream up there, up on the cliff. And we did our first socially distanced hangout with Chad.
Who's that? What did we do down there?
Chad and Louise and Linden.
And the kids got to run into the water and touch the water. It was a 5-minute walk from the Airstream, and we get to hang out on the beach all morning. There's no one here, just us. Feels pretty different from the desert. We were just in the desert yesterday, and now we're by the ocean, and it's nice and cool, fresh air. It's like a world of difference. We're so happy to be here. Here it comes!
Where are we, Maple?
New California. You okay?
Well, our Airstream has a history of being known as the taco trailer, so it's living up to its reputation right now. We've had tacos 3 nights in a row. Turns out tacos are a pretty good on-the-road camping meal, and everybody loves them, so you can't go wrong with tacos.
Can I have a grown-up hook, Mom?
Sure.
Thank you.
No more kids doing blinds, okay, Olive? So this blind has been broken for like 9 months. One of the girls grabbed a hold of this, I think it might have been Olive, and broke it off, and I just put it in the white van and I thought it was broken, and I thought I'd never get around to fixing it, but it turned out it wasn't really broken, it was just kind of uninstalled. Check it out, it works. Who fixed it? Yeah.
And I figured something out today, and it's that camping in California is completely different than camping in other places we've gone camping, because I've been trying to call around and make reservations for the next couple of days, and everywhere is booked up. It seems like the state parks are opening slowly in phases, and 29 state parks are open right now in all of California, so it turns out that's actually not that many. So that was kind of a wake-up call for me. Was that fun, Linden?
Yeah.
You're just kind of wet. Well, we went to the beach for the second time today, and it's after dinner now, so the beach is way more crowded, and we weren't used to that, so we didn't do any filming because we were just wrangling kids and trying to make sure we had our own spot, and we stayed socially distanced. But it's really awesome staying right here, right by the beach. We came to the beach 2 times in one day. We just walked down. It was so great. Well, we've been back on the road for 4 nights now, and we are at Malibu Beach RV Park, and this is our view. Do you see that? That's the Pacific Ocean. And this right here is our bed. So we keep the window open at night with the screen, and we just hear waves all night long. It's the best sleep I've gotten in I don't know how long. You guys, we're about to hit the road and get to Ventura. We're making our way up to Northern California, and this has been my favorite campsite in many ways. It's also the most expensive campsite we've ever stayed at, and it's the most expensive campsite I've ever heard of in my life. I challenge anyone to find a more expensive campsite. Maybe there's one in Tokyo or something, but this was a special treat for us for not being able to camp for so long, and I'm so glad we splurged and did it because it was so nice. I'm sure as we're traveling around, we're gonna see how different counties and different types of businesses are handling the pandemic. What I've seen in LA County is that in order to go into the office of this RV park, everyone has to wear a mask, and there can only be 3 people in there at a time. So the campsite we're going to next is only a little over an hour away, so it doesn't involve quite as much as far as snacks and, you know, preparation for the drive, but we do have to stop and pick up our laundry on the way. And I wanted to tell you guys about that because I'm trying to pay attention to what are the new challenges as far as full-time living during the pandemic. And I would say so far, the #1 challenge is going to be laundry, because, you know, we can't do laundry in our Airstream. Obviously, we don't have a washer and dryer, and we don't have room for one. And laundry facilities are usually closed at campgrounds. So we're gonna be using laundry services like wash and fold. And yesterday we dropped off a couple bags of laundry, and then today we have to pick it up on our way out of town, which is really convenient in a lot of ways. I don't have to wash or fold it. It does cost more. One of the small costs that come along with living during the pandemic. But it does add another element of planning to our trip because, you know, if we already have a 3-hour drive ahead of us, stopping to pick up laundry adds some time. So yeah, it's just adding a little bit more planning and more thinking to our route. So far, it's good though. I'm gonna miss this campsite. It's just so beautiful here. But I'm also excited to move along and see what else is out there. Let's go check Papa, okay? And then you're gonna get back in your car seat. Is Papa getting all hitched up?
Yeah.
What's that? What's that? Papa's Airstream.
Who's that, Maple? Is it nap time? Who's that animal? What animals are those? They're both blue?
Red.
Oh, they're red? I thought that was a blue bear and a green bird.
No, they're.
That's a pretty sharp turn out of there. Toodaloo, Malibu. This is so cute. I love it here. So I was having a hard time finding a campsite for tonight because I wanted to stay on the coast. I thought we could take the slow way up to the San Francisco area and go along the coast, and that we would see more beautiful sights that way. But everything was booked. So I ended up booking this site here an hour and a half or so inland, thinking, oh, it'll just be an overnight, whatever kind of campsite. But I was so wrong. I mean, this is a destination campground for sure. It's so pretty. So I think we're gonna be able to go on some good walks here. And Michael has a meeting at 3, so we gotta get all settled for that. And then maybe I'll take the girls in the stroller on a walk around the grounds here and just...
Yeah, and
You want to? Maybe, we'll see.
Okay.
It's so pretty. It looks like our campsite has a little patio with like real chairs and a table and stuff. This is just so cute. I'm gushing, but it's just like every campground we go to, I'm like, oh, this is the best campground I've ever been to. But it's true. We just keep coming across these beautiful, beautiful places. Isn't this place cute? You know, it's so funny. There's chickens or a rooster. I'm not sure what it is, but the brakes of the Airstream are really loud right now. We have to have them looked at. But the chickens are going crazy at the sound of the brakes on the Airstream. So they think it's some other chicken or something, a giant chicken coming into their ranch. Holy cow, this place is so beautiful. We're only staying here one night. I kind of just thought this was just gonna be a whatever campground because it was one of the only ones that seemed to be available. But it's so incredibly beautiful here. It's just such a pleasant surprise. Oh, everyone wants to get out. Okay.
Then we went to that campground that had that crazy bird. What kind of bird was that? With a big tail?
A peacock.
Oh, wow.
Peacock.
Don't go too close, guys. Oh, that's about just as close as you should go. The peacock came into our yard. Well, this is kind of interesting. The hookups are way over there. So it's a really big site, which is awesome. But for our purposes, it's kind of different because we usually use that baby gate. So if Michael parks all the way over here, see? And the play and eating area is right here. It's gonna mean there's something different with the baby gate. So I'll experiment and I'll show you guys in a few minutes what I decide on doing. All right, so we decided to make a little playpen out of the table area under the shade of this tree, and then Papa can have his meeting over here in the Airstream and have some quiet. I have a cracker right here. Hopefully have some quiet. If they don't want to be quiet. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a person. I thought it was a peacock. Wait, is it? No. So the chickens I thought I heard earlier, I think that I was wrong, and I think they might be peacocks. So we got to go on a peacock hunt. Snack time.
Can you open my snack?
Sure. Cracker time. What is it, Maple?
A big birthday cake. Here, that's a giant one.
A giant birthday cake hat. That's true. You guys, what is that?
It's a peacock.
Olive, what is it?
Peacock. I love to walk.
So it looks like maybe you can rent a cabin and then you have this beautiful grass area and then you have this beautiful view. I've never been to a campground like this. It really is more of a resort, but it has a kind of eerie vibe because it's completely empty besides RVs. There's no one camping and no kids running around really.
Did you tell the story about the peacock being confused? And what did it do? Was it doing something silly?
Yeah.
What was it doing?
It was picking the car.
You remember that?
Well, the peacock's gotten really confident and it came into our campsite and it really likes our minivan because it's black and shiny and it can see its reflection. But the thing is, I think the peacock is confused and it thinks that its reflection is a new peacock on the block. So it's trying to intimidate its reflection. And every once in a while it goes and pecks at our minivan, trying to peck at the new peacock in town.
What was the peacock doing?
He was picking on the van like this.
Why?
Because he saw his reflection.
Okay, that was a horrible noise.
Yeah, we heard a crazy animal noise and then a bunch of teenage boys laughing. So we don't know what that was, but it was way too close for comfort and Olive was running around. So we scooped her up and put her in the stroller and just started walking fast because we don't know. Oops, we don't know what it was, but I think it was the peacock. I think they were probably harassing the peacock.
Piggy nose.
What a good climbing tree. That's just bird poo. Wow, that's probably from a peacock. underneath. I'll get you a different stick. So these covered wagons are cabins. I tried to peek in one. It's kind of hard to see. Maybe you can see because you're taller. Sorry, at tangents. But it looks like there's bunk beds in there. Now that you're with me, I wanna make sure we peek and see what's in there because I thought I saw bunk beds. How cool would that be to spend the night in a covered wagon with bunk beds in it?
Remember we went for a walk in the stroller and then there were so many plants that we have to stop and you said, "Can I have a
Cattail?
Yeah. Okay, we pulled up next to a cattail bush.
Yeah, so
And that took 10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes later.
And there's lots of cattail bushes that we're gonna pass. You'll see it's just like a thing. We have to stop and freak out every cattail bush.
What do they have here, Linden?
Cattails.
Look, River's Edge. So this is the kids' oasis I'm talking about. At the bottom of the basin is the kid paradise. There's different types of themed cabins. There's a ropes course, like one of those really high ones that you can jump off.
I have my shoes on.
Wow, this is crazy. This is huge.
I know.
On a flower.
There's a pool shaped kind of like a moon. Oh, there's like a rock climbing covered wagon, I think it is. I couldn't quite tell, so we'll get closer to see. There's just anything you can imagine that would be fun at summer camp is down here. It's like that's what it is. It's summer camp wonderland in the middle of some farmland, like 2 hours outside of Los Angeles in Ventura County. It's awesome. I'd be so happy to stay here all weekend. It's full, so we can't. So we're just staying the night. But we're making the most of it because while Michael was having his meeting, me and the girls already took this whole walk. We're doing it again to show Papa. And there's lots of people around. We're being friendly and everything from a distance to lots of other families. Since we've been in isolation so long, that feels really good just to be surrounded by people. Okay.
Okay, go.
So you go down this big hill and you come to kind of a plateau that has a big loop of a road around it. And you weave through all these teepees and covered wagons, which are actually cabins to camp in. It just looks like so much fun. But right now, only the RV section is open and you have to be completely self-contained and all that. So it's like, it's not even at half capacity. It's just like not operating in the same way that it normally does. Oh yeah, look at this.
What is it?
It's a froggy shrine.
Look, this frog is very tall.
But you don't have your shoes on.
What's that frog saying?
Mama, I want to see those frogs. This frog I'll show you what to do.
You want to teach Maple?
Yep. Do this. Put your feet on here. And then put your hands on here like this. And then you're up.
Wow, you did it.
Awesome.
Can you do it too, Maple?
You got it, Maple.
Yeah, she did it.
Put your feet on this side. You did it, Maple.
You did it, Maple. I'm proud of you.
Give me 5.
I helped her. I
You-
get it for you.
Yeah, that was a good 5 too. Usually we miss. Give me 5 too. Oh, you too.
Linden, come on. Go inside.